This is the 5-Minute Youth Devotional Reading with Alex Sarria.
July 3rd, 2:4. Exodus 2:8 says, "Yes, do," the princess replied. So the girl went and called the baby's mother. Exodus 2:8. This story of Miriam is very interesting. It reflects the reality of societies in which children share the responsibilities of their parents and care for their younger siblings. Miriam was surely a teenager when her mother asked her to follow the basket with baby Moses in it. A teenager experiencing teenage doubts with the uncertainties of someone who was figuring out her identity. And there she was, in the reeds, when Pharaoh's daughter found the child. She could have remained in her hiding place, but the freshness and spontaneity of a teenager, she showed up and suggested a nurse for the baby. It was no doubt a tense moment. This was Pharaoh's daughter. However, her courage allowed Moses to be raised by his mother. Miriam did what she had to do regardless of how old she was. Ageism is an evil in our time. Society puts on societal labels, and due to that influence, we do not stop doing things because of how old we are. I'm too young to make a commitment. I'm too old to struggle with that. I'm too busy to take care of it, are some of the phrases that accompany those who are affected by ageism. Phrases that limit people, framing them in rigid and fossilizing spaces. The same thing happens in spirituality. Many young people think that being religious and consistent is for when they're adults. Yet they are wrong, because the Bible is full of stories like Miriam, who were very faithful and also very young. Many elders avoid doing what they should do because they feel weak and old. How much we lose because of that attitude. The experience of years lived with Christ is invaluable. Too many people are too busy in their business or chores and wait for the right time to fulfill their mission. A moment that never comes. Ageism undoubtedly also affects our spiritual lives. There's a phrase by a filmmaker, Luis Buñuel, that I found worthy of reflection and at the same time funny. Age is something that does not matter unless you are cheese. And we're not cheese, right? Don't you think it's time to put aside our excuses and face the challenges? There's a lot to do, and people of all ages are needed. There is no such thing as too many challenges, because with Christ in the heart, there is always time.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this was helpful for you, please share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Always remember this: walking with God is the greatest thing you could ever do. You are His priority. Make Him yours, and you will always live out your purpose. God bless.